good twisty part of this road. I wanted to talk for just a minute. I wanted to talk for just a minute about something that I think is pretty cool, about how YouTube has allowed guys that have similar bikes that ordinarily wouldn't even know each other existed to sit around and chit chat back and forth and talk about the customization of the bikes and what our plans are to do with these things. Kind of look at people's different riding styles and that kind of stuff. There's a couple of guys that I've made pretty decent internet friends with just because of YouTube that I never would have known had it not been for posting some videos and getting a couple of clips features on Moto Madness and stuff like that. My dude G Money Rides is let's say I'm 42 and he's older than me. Like, not like he's 43, he's older than me. But he's got all the same mods that I've got on my bike as far as power adders and all that stuff. And he rides pretty aggressive. He likes to get out at night and race the teenagers and whatnot. He rides wheelies all the time. And one of the coolest clips he's got is he gets pulled over for doing a wheelie, which 99% of the time that's an instant reckless driving charge right there. You're going to get a ticket. Well, he flips his helmet visor up when the cops walk up to him and they see his face, his age by his face, and the cop's too busy laughing. The cop's too busy laughing about it to even be mad anymore. Well, the guy don't even end up getting a ticket. The cops are like, man, you ought to know better, you're old enough, blah blah blah, but we're gonna let you go. I guess it's because they figure he's old enough to be able to assess his own risk. But I thought it was hilarious and awesome that he just got let go like that. And his videos are always pretty cool. And there's another dude that we chit chat back and forth with. Me and G Money both have made good friends with this guy, Maple Leaf Rider. He's from up around Victoria, Canada. Not Victoria, Vancouver. I think that's close though. I've been all three places. Well, I hadn't been all three places. I've been to Victoria and I've been to Seattle. And his rides around Vancouver makes it look pretty similar. Like the same general kind of area as Seattle and Victoria to me. It may not be, but I mean, just based off some short clips of motorcycle riding in the city. What I'm trying to say is it's a pretty place up there. And I don't know exactly what his job is because I hadn't asked him, but he works in the film industry up there. And once in a while, when he has an opportunity, he'll post a clip of part of him doing at least part of his job. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that he can't post because copyright laws and, you know, just general workplace rules when you're working on movies and TV shows and that kind of stuff. But sometimes he'll post the little pieces of what he's doing, and it's pretty cool to watch. And plus, if you're like me and you're from down here in the south, he's riding around somewhere that I'm pretty sure Vancouver also is pretty close up in that Pacific Northwest area, like I was saying before, to Seattle and Victoria. I won't say that that area is prettier than what we have down here, but it's different. It's still pretty, I can watch it and appreciate it, and it kind of makes an impact on me, the scenery I mean, because it's not what I see every day. You know, people from up there come down here and they probably think this is a little bit extra good looking a place because it's not what they're used to seeing every day. He's got almost exactly the same bike as me, Maple Leaf Rider, except he hadn't had his quite as long and he hadn't had time to do all the modifications that I've done. If you want to hear what one of these bikes sound like before you put an open exhaust on it, his channel is a good place to go. Watch his clips, because he doesn't have his exhaust put on yet. He doesn't have his fueling tuner put on yet. They're coming though, because why would you want a bike like this without a nice open exhaust to really turn that sound loose? But anyway, he's got some pretty cool content, and I enjoy watching both of their channels. I'll sit and watch them a lot of times before I watch some of the bigger name guys that do motorcycle videos. If you're getting bored, just know there's a German Shepherd that runs leash free up here, and he's a big boy, and he likes to chase motorcycles, and he almost got me out here one day, so I'm gonna have my eyes open, and y'all probably should be watching too, because I've only snuck through here without him coming after me once. But usually by now he's already out and after me. So maybe he didn't hear me coming this time. Wouldn't that be nice? And y'all that watch my videos, I don't really know, like I hadn't kept up with what all I've posted and what all I've just cut and deleted. So I don't know what you think when you see me ride, especially when you're watching my bad driver videos, but 99% of the time I don't react with stupid drivers at all. I might give somebody a head shake if I'm in front of them and they're being stupid behind me. And most of the time, if they're in front of me and I think they're driving like a tater, I'll just pass them and make a little bit of distance and not worry about it again. But sometimes, whether it's exactly what they were doing or whether I was just in a mood that day, or maybe he's the lucky 7th caller or whatever, he wins the bird today, I don't know. Every now and then I'll have a little interaction with somebody that I feel like I need to give a wave or a bird or a head shake or whatever. But I go out of my way to try not to interact with people that are driving like that, because it don't make them drive any better, that's for sure. If anything, they get mad because you just called them out and they get worse. So I tend to just leave people alone, let them do their own thing, and try to get as far away from whatever it is they're doing as I can. And because I don't show my rear end and do big reactions to folks and pitch a fit, I might get one out of every 5 clips that I submit to Moto Madness featured, and any of the other big channels that are like that. And I understand they're looking for views, which means people that are clicking on those videos want to see bikers losing their temper at folks, post something, it's because I legitimately see a bad driver, and I want to bring attention to that for the sake of people in cars that are watching being a little bit more aware that, hey, there's bikes out here and you can't see us as well. It's not necessarily always that you're just being stupid. It's just maybe you didn't see that there's a motorcycle right here. And two, for the rider's safety, as aggressive as I can get sometimes, I'm at least trying to give a good example of how to do what I do and do it safely. Because there's a big difference in being aggressive, working your way through traffic, and just riding like a gooberhead. Riding like a gooberhead's not what you want to do. You want to be safely aggressive, I guess is what I want to call that. Hey, bud. Anyway, there's I don't get nearly all of the things that I submit featured, and that's fine. I just put it out there, and if you want to watch, you can. I think it's cool when you do. I promise you that. I love when I post a video that gets a good view count, that gets a good set of comments going, even if you don't necessarily agree with me. And I'm not usually one to argue on the internet, but if you're being reasonable and I feel like maybe something I say I know you're never going to admit that I've changed your mind about anything if you don't agree with me, because that's just not the way arguing on the internet works. But if I feel like there's any chance that something I say could at least make you sit down and think a little bit afterwards, whether you actually reevaluate your opinion on things or not, if you can sit down and think about it and maybe put yourself in somebody else's shoes for a minute, then yeah, I'm liable to go ahead and say something. But I don't like to waste time arguing with people on the internet, because there's about 5 gazillion things I'd rather be doing, honestly. Sometimes when you get somebody really stupid, it's fun to have a little bit of back and forth, but that's pretty limited. Anyway, I don't even know what the point of this video was, other than to give 2 of my buddies a shout out, because I wanted to. But that's where I'm going to wrap this up and enjoy the rest of my ride, just for the sake of being out riding. So, y'all have a good day. I appreciate you swinging by to watch. I hope you stuck around to the end.